On Xbox Series X, you can only expand the storage by 2 terabytes, but the PlayStation 5, that has expandable storage of up to 8 terabytes. A 8 terabyte M2 SSD costs 2 times more than the actual console. Sure, you have other options in between. There's lower terabytes and lower prices, but to a lot of people, 1 terabyte versus 2 versus 4 versus 8 is just a number. What does it really mean for your gaming setup? How many games fit onto a 1 terabyte versus an 8 terabyte? And what's really the sweet spot in terms of price and storage size? Is 8 terabyte overkill? Is 4 terabyte overkill? To answer all these questions, I got myself 4 Corsair MP600 SSDs, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte, and of course 8 terabyte. This might be the most expensive video I made. I spent about $2,000 to buy everything needed to make it possible. I also spent days, weeks just downloading hundreds of games totaling more terabytes than I've ever downloaded. Every game I downloaded is a PS5 game. There's no PS4 titles allowed for this test. After all, PS4 games can be installed and played on an external hard drive. Really, by the end of this test, I had games on my console I have never heard of, games I would never play. If anything, this video is gonna show off my extensive PS5 game library. Yeah, I'm a spoiled brat. So let's get this test started. I have here a version PS5 Digital Slim with a 1 terabyte built-in SSD. I was able to fit 12 games on the internal SSD. I did leave about 25 gigabytes of free space, and that's really critical in this test. In fact, maybe I should have even left a bit more. That extra storage is really needed for game updates in the future. Also, all the game saves are typically on the main drive, so as I grow my library of games, that 25 gigabytes of free space will keep on shrinking. By the time I filled up that massive 8 terabyte expansion slot, that 25 was down to about 6 gigabytes. And now that's not the end of it, because most of the games I downloaded, I actually never started up and played. So if I played all of them, I would probably need a bit more space for the save files. The 12 games I have on the main drive are Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, Diablo 4, Astro's Playroom, Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War Ragnarok, Fortnite Battle Royale, RoboCop Rogue City, EA Sports FC 24, and Teardown. If you're still rolling the OG PS5, then you won't be able to fit as many games because that console does have a lower 820 gigabytes of storage, so perhaps you're going to be missing a few of those games. Now it's time to install the 1 terabyte SSD. We're going to double the amount of space, and with that I added 20 more games to my library. EA Sports UFC 5, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Spider-Man Remastered, NHL 24, Payday 3, Baldur's Gate 3, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Firewall Ultra, Madden NFL 24, Atlas Fallen, Exo Primal, Final Fantasy 16, Dead Island 2, EA Sports PGA Tour, Moss, Kayak VR Mirage, EA Sports WRC, After Us, Moss Book 2. On each drive, I am leaving about 20 gigabytes of free space for future game updates. Next up, we have the 2 terabyte drive where I installed the same 20 games from the 1 terabyte, and that extra space allowed me to install the additional 21 games. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Village, MLB The Show 23, Atomic Heart, Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Jurassic World Aftermath Collection, Biomutant, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Sifu, Evil West, It Takes Two, Neo 2 Remastered, Gotham Knights, Overwatch 2, A Plague Tale Requiem, The Last of Us Part 1, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Sniper Elite 5, and Avatar's Frontiers of Pandora. So with 2 terabytes, which is, a reasonable cost for a drive, you got about 53 games in your library. Next up, we have the 4 terabyte drive, and things are getting serious now. This costs almost as much as a PS5 console, and with 4 terabytes of space, I kind of found myself running out of good games to install. So at this point, I did need to install my disc games on the PS5, and I did need to get a hold of some physical games that I don't have. So I drove to my local library. Yup, I said that right. I drove to my local library. They have PS5 games, they have Xbox games, they have Nintendo Switch games. It's pretty amazing. And they essentially carry every single game. Yeah, kids, even the rated R ones. With the massive 4TB drive, I was able to install another 43 games. Gangs of Sherwood, The Lord of the Rings Golem, Blacktail, Wanted Dead, The Chant, NBA 2K23, Deathverse Let It Die, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grid Legends, Apex Legends, Doom Eternal, WWE 2K22, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Godfall, Fall Guys, Lego 2K Drive, Man-Eater, Borderlands 3, Marvel's Avengers, eFootball 2024, Sackboy A Big Adventure, F1 23, WRC Generations, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, Outriders, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, Lost Judgment, Riders Republic, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Scarlet Nexus, Ghostwire Tokyo, Dead by Daylight, Watch Dogs Legion, Dead Cells, Devil May Cry Special Edition, Genshin Impact, Destiny 2, Returnal, Demon Souls, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Mortal Kombat 11, and Skyrim. And ladies and gentlemen, now we're on the last drive, the drive that cost me over $1,000. It's 8 terabytes. Is it overkill? Well, I was able to install every PS game I mentioned earlier and another 107 games. Far Cry 6, Death Stranding Director's Cut, Control Ultimate Edition, Life is Strange True Colors, World War Z Aftermath, SnowRunner, MotoGP 23, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Sea of Stars, Star Ocean The Divine Force, Ghost Runner, Back 4 Blood, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Assetto Corsa, Elden Ring, The Callisto Protocol, AEW Fight Forever, Metro Exodus, Saints Row, Mortal Kombat 1, Ride 5, Cyberpunk 2077, Sonic Frontiers, Hogwarts Legacy, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Strangers of Paradise, Call of the Sea, The Ascent, MX vs ATV Legends, Deliver Us to Moon, Dead Space, Immortals of Avium, This War of Mine, The Crew Motorfest, Judgment, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2, Planet Coaster, Destroy All Humans 2, Spellforce 3, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Deathloop, Dying Light 2, Need for Speed Unbound, Wild Heart, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Battlefield 2042, Street Fighter 6, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Wreckfest, Oddworld Soulstorm, Destruction All-Stars, Overcooked, Steel Rising, Marvel's Midnight Sun, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Hitman 3, Metal Hellsinger, Power Wash Simulator, Mortal Shell, Uncharted Legacy of the Thieves, Hunter's Arena, Bugsnax, Divine Knockout, Arcadegeddon, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, NBA 2K24, Liza P, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, The Talos Principle 2, Persona 5 Royal, Phoenix Point, Park Beyond, Disney Speedsworn, Lawn Mowing Simulator, Alex 2, Solstice, The Forgotten City, Dark Pictures House of Ashes, Journey to the Savage Planet, Tennis World Tour 2, Gigabash, Disco Elysium, Gungrave Gore, Redout 2, Dark Pictures Little Hope, Chorus, Valkyrie Elysium, The Dio Field Chronicles, Like a Dragon Ishin, The Finals, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Crash Team Rumble, Strategic Mind, F1 Manager 2023, Train Sim World 4, AFL 23, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3, Relayer, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing, No Man's Sky, War Thunder, Honkai Star Rail, Warframe, Remnant 2, and World of Tanks. Whew, what a list. I gotta catch my breath. If I'm being honest, most of the games I installed, I'm never gonna play. I did it just to fill the drive. Clearly, I was struggling to fill that 8 terabytes. I got over 200 games on my PlayStation 5, and finding the one I wanna play and then starting it was like digging through a pile of rubble. It took some time. I pretty much downloaded every single PS5 game, all the big ones and the good ones, and of course a lot of bad ones and unknown ones as well. What do you think? Did I miss any game? Let me know in the comments if you think I missed a really important PS5 game. Of course, I don't have some of the recent ones installed like Helldivers 2, Suicide Squad, and Skull and Bones. I do have those games, but this test was done in January before those games released. With the 8TB drive I have though, there's so many bad shovelware games I can just delete to make room for any new good ones. So let's answer one of the important questions I asked in the beginning. What's really the sweet spot if you're looking to expand your PS5 storage? Well, 8TB is for sure overkill. Even 4TB is overkill for most people. 2TB is honestly the sweet spot for storage size and the price point. So that's what I would recommend for most PS5 owners. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy this one and the effort that went into making it. If you did, then smash that like button and make sure you leave a comment.